I was genuinely moved by what I heard from His Royal Highness Igwe Chikezie Lawrence Agubuzo, the Obu Chendo of Ezemaulo Kingdom. In a time when many people choose comfort, silence, or political safety, this Igbo king chose courage, and I believe our ancestors would be proud. Standing right in front of the president, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he spoke calmly, clearly, and respectfully. No insults at all, no drama, just speaking the truth to power. His message was simple but powerful. The Southeast deserves recognition of its own traditional rulers forum instead of being folded up into the Southern Traditional Rulers Council headed by the Ooni of Ife. That was not an attack. That was a call for adequate representation.
We cannot make progress in this country if we don't tell ourselves the home truth. There's no way. There's no way. Now, again, they were talking about Southern Traditional Rulers Committee on Health. And the eminent professor Patel was saying that this will become an annual event, what we are doing today, if I heard him correctly. The truth of the matter is that there's nothing like Southern Traditional Rulers Council. If you come here at Patel and you give money to people on that basis, it's not correct. The South is not the North. We have our system. We need unity in diversity. So that people, so if you want to deal with us in the Southeast. If you have resources for us, give it to us. Don't give it to people who come and say, we are Southern Traditional Rulers Council. Democracy is a representative government. And anybody who goes to present himself without his people is not democratic. So get it.
This wasn't rebellion. This wasn't disrespect. This was a man saying, we are part of Nigeria, but we are not invisible. Our ancestors did not build kingdoms, cultures, and institutions for us to permanently speak through others. No. What touched me the most was his bravery, because power doesn't usually punish noise. It punishes clarity, and the Igwe knew exactly where he was standing and who he was listening to and talking to. Now let's talk about the Ooni's response in this video.
For us, we stand as one. Southern Traditional Council is very optional. You don't need to join us if you don't want to join us. But it's a force, a formidable force among traditional institutions for us to come together. And we are all reputable in all our domains. You can see all of us, because one of us made a speech that there's nothing like that. We don't agree to that. But our president is there. We don't want any impression that there's division. We don't want to take out Southeast. We have Israel here. Israel Chukwu is one of a very prominent traditional ruler in Southeast. We have Obinugu here. We have a lot of Southeastern traditional rulers that were working together for the betterment of the country. So for us, it's something that is key to let the whole world know that if you don't want to be part of us, you can option your suggestion out. And please, we implore each and every one of us to focus more on news that are of quality, not social media and rumors. This is one of the major things affecting our country. Thank you.
The Ooni spoke about unity, cooperation, and togetherness in the South. And to be fair and clear, unity matters a lot. But we must ask an honest question. Can there be true unity without equity? Is it possible? While one region has everything there is, one region has full autonomy in its traditional leadership, and another is expected to always align under someone else. That is not balance. That is inequality. Then we come to the most painful part of this whole scenario, the reaction from some Igbo traditional rulers who choose to side another against their own kinsman, not because he was rude, not because he was wrong, but because he spoke boldly. And history teaches us something uncomfortable. Oppression survives best when insiders help maintain it. Supporting dialogue is good, but silencing legitimate representation is not.
I'm His Eminence Engineer Dr. Eberechukwu Oji, the Ezaro of Arochukwu Kingdom and the Publicity Secretary of the Southern Nigerian Traditional Rulers Council. Like the Ooni said, the Southern Nigerian Traditional Ruler Council is a movement, is a journey comprising members from across the entire southern part of Nigeria. The Ooni is our chairman. We have the co-chair, Obi of Ubunugu from the southeast. We have King Jaja of Opopo, who is from the south-south. And we have eminent traditional rulers from across the southern parts of Nigeria who have come together to advance the cause of the Southern Nigerian Traditional Rulers Council. So let us put it on record and put it on record very clear. The president was part of the inauguration of the Southern Nigerian Traditional Rulers Council. It happened in Owerri, and we have representatives of both the press, the government, and stakeholders in that inauguration. Since that inauguration, the Southern Nigerian Traditional Rulers Council has been moving. We have had our AGM, which happened in Ogun State. We have had several activities together. So please, for the purposes of clearing any doubts, the Southern Nigerian Traditional Rulers Council exists. The Southern Nigerian Traditional Rulers Council is united with traditional rulers and royal fathers from across the entire Southern Nigeria, all ably represented here. So please, let's put that record straight and correct that wrong impression. This is the first of its kind, and we want to extend our hearty congratulations to Mr. President for bringing us together, and we are really excited about this movement that has started. It can only be better and positive going forward. Thank you for this opportunity.
Let's zoom out for a moment. This is not about ego. This is not who sits where. It is about whether the traditional rulers from the Southeast are respected, recognized, or not. It is whether the Southeast is allowed to speak with its own collective voice or not, or whether they are allowed to speak through others. Every major region in Nigeria has recognized traditional rulers coordination. Why is the Igbo Traditional Rulers Council or the Igbo Traditional Rulers Forum treated as optional? Why is self-definition treated as a threat? What His Royal Highness Igwe Agubuzo did was not divisive. It was defining. A people who cannot clearly state who they are will always be told who they are, and they will be told something different. History will remember who spoke. It will also remember who stayed silent, and it will remember, most importantly, who stood in the way. Let's talk about this respectfully in the comment section. No insults, no tribal hate. Just offer your honest opinion in the conversation. If this matters to you, please share it, because silence has never protected any people. Let us know what you think. Do you think it was right for the king of our kingdom to come out openly like that to discredit what Igwe Agubuzo of Olo Kingdom said? Let us know what you think in the comment section.